Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. If you are any frequent visitor to this channel, or if you're new here, you gotta know, I hate prequels. I hate the entire idea of a prequel. I make very few exceptions in my entertainment history for prequels. Star Wars prequel trilogy is among that. I don't love them, sort of like them, tolerate them, accept them, because George was involved. Other things can also be included in that, and as I go through it, I'll bring up some other ones, but really, prequels, in my opinion, are horrible. They're bad ideas for a lot of reasons. One, no stakes. Prequels have no stakes. You know what's going to happen. It predates events that they lead to. Unless you're interested in a very important historical moment in the lore source material, prequels are generally low stakes, no excitement, don't care. How can I really get invested in this? For an example, again, the prequel trilogy, people wanted to see the Battle of Mustafar. They wanted to see Obi-Wan versus Anakin. Now, we also at the time thought we were going to get Vader in the Jedi Purge. We didn't get that. Would have been better than what we did have. But it's still, I accept it. But as a whole, I think prequels are a bad idea. And it is time. Well, it's long past time for Hollywood Western entertainment to ditch a lot of the bad ideas, but the idea of prequels even predates all this horrible woke crap we're dealing with today. It is time to stop for a lot of reasons. Several I'm going to state right now. We are about to get the latest prequel dump with Witcher Blood Origins. The reviews are coming out now. My buddy Jed, the Hollywood Scholar, he's a hardcore Witcher guy. He is detailing why these are all terrible. Go check it out on his channel. I'm not a hardcore Witcher guy. I'm a casual Witcher fan. I play the games. That's about it. But here is example number one. You need to stop, especially when you're going to butcher the lore. When you're not going to adhere to what people are interested in, especially if you're not going to give them characters they're interested in. This title here, Witcher, Blood Origin, isn't witchery enough to stand out. It's a common phrase or a common theme that's going out as the reviews are coming out on Blood Origin. No Cavill. Well, Cavill's gone. He's off to be Superman right now. And yes, he will be Superman. No Cavill, nothing interesting, not the story they want to see, and definitely for the hardcore nerds, not the source material, not the lore presented as they want to see it, as they expect to see it, as it should be presented. Gotta stop. Gotta stop. Prequels suck because there's no stakes. They also suck when you butcher the lore. Prime example, pun intended, Rings of Power. Rings of Power. People would have wanted to see an accurate history of Middle-earth as presented in the Silmarillion. And if Amazon had owned the rights, people would have said, yes, give it to us. But in the end, you got a $1 billion bad fan fiction that was packed, jam-packed with agenda, with horrible social justice narratives. Yes, Queen. Guy Ladger, a warrior princess. Men are bad. No, white people bad. All the fun stuff we talk about. That's what you got. You got no Tolkien in what was supposed to be a Lord of the Rings property. None at all. Stop making prequels, and if you're gonna do it, don't make a prequel and butcher the lore to suit your needs. Now, again, there are probably exceptions to prequels out there. People love House of the Dragon. I have no opinion on House of the Dragon. I am not a George R.R. Martin Game of Thrones guy. In fact, I don't like him. I don't like that world. I don't like that story. Therefore, I don't watch it, don't read it, don't currently review it. I will review season 2 because I've been told by many at this point, Adam, you have no horse in the race between the collapse of Game of Thrones and the resurrection with House of the Dragon. Review it. Give your straight down the middle point of view because you don't care if it's good or bad. So I'm going to do that. I'll be there for season 2 of House of the Dragon. And you'll get my right down the middle because I don't care if it's good or bad review. I'll tell you flat out what I like and what I'll probably hate as well. So people will like that, and people are going to go back and want more of that. But it's few and far between to get something a prequel that people are going to go back and want more of. House of Dragon may be an outlier, but again, it's based on a history. And it's leading to still a televised version of Game of Thrones that is still a sore spot for a lot of people. But it doesn't stop there. The prequels, they got to stop. You know what also has to stop? Unasked for sequels. Not everything can turn out to be Top Gun Maverick. Sometimes you get Willow. Jed and I also attempted to review this. We did it in the stream during my bootleg period a couple weeks ago when my computer was being fixed, and we were miserable. Him even more than I. I was a little numb for other reasons that day. He was even more miserable than I was when we went over it. And people are rejecting it. Critics love it. It is jam-packed with all their woke SJW bullshit. But real fans of Willow are miserable. They hate it. They don't want it. They're freaking out. They're slamming it. They're roasting it, and rightfully so. I'm done. I'm not going to review it. I don't have enough traction to review it, and at the same time, I don't want to waste my time. I have better things to do for you and for the channel than waste my time with Willow. Gotta stop. Avatar, Way of the Water. No one asked for this. We're getting it anyway. It's going to happen anyway, whether we want it or not. And it's all happening from narcissism. Willow happens because of narcissism, because Jonathan Kasdan thinks he's his father, Lawrence Kasdan. James Cameron thinks people want this. And some of you are going to say, yeah, maybe I do, or I kind of like the first one. But most often when I hear that, it's couched by, but I didn't ask for a second one. James Cameron thinks he's some sort of guru for social ideas and social justice. There's narcissism behind this. He's not here to tell a story. He's here to preach to you about the far left agenda on a lot of things. This isn't entertainment. All of these things I listed here, these are not entertainment. These are social justice warrior, woke agenda narratives to bludgeon you over the head with their propaganda and indoctrination. And in some cases, to gleefully destroy things you might love. The destruction of Willow, there's a little glee in there. Especially from Kathleen Kennedy's point, it's another thing that George Lucas created that, while not fantastic and grand, was a nice little niche thing that a lot of us held close to our hearts. But she loves crushing the things that George created, and that also Spielberg had a hand in when Spielberg was actually doing some good things. It's all got to stop. But Adam, Andor was awesome, and now the prequel. No, Andor wasn't awesome. Andor is garbage. If you like it, you're free to like it. But no one has yet to tell me and prove to me it is a Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Because it's not. The expanded universe, that's Star Wars. Andor is not. It's a grungy little generic sci-fi show that pretends to be Star Wars, packed with Disney Star Wars. You love it? It still leads to the sequel trilogy. Prove me wrong. You can't. It does not exist in a vacuum. Trash. Because Disney Star Wars is trash. Because Disney Star Wars is doubling and tripling down on all kinds of, and I only say this because it's the right term, prequel garbage. The idea of everything coming before a certain point in time that people are actually interested in, and not the crap you're building. The Acolyte? Who wants the Acolyte? Who wants Tales of the Jedi? Who wants an Ahsoka story? Nobody! She should be dead. I'm getting off topic, so we're going to end it right here. Prequels, they need to stop. Unasked for sequels. Once in a blue moon, you get a Maverick. But generally, no, you don't get it. And with prequels, you get a House of the Dragon, but again, I'm going to call that an outlier. Gotta stop. It's dead-end storytelling. Prequels are dead-end storytelling. Unasked for sequels, packed with agenda, are definitely dead-end storytelling. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. And if you are new here, I invite you to check out the channel and subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW fee-fees. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. Love to hear from passionate, actual fans like you, because I care what you think. I do not care what the Stans and the SJWs think, because 201, they are all cowards buying keyboards, and I cannot wait for this video to trigger them. Makes my day. All right. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.